When I started this and we had the initial conversation, I think I mentioned like everything's good, like I'm totally fine. I'm a positive person. There was nothing wrong, but I felt stuck a bit. I always was told from strangers, doctors, people I worked with, you're going to run it. Like you're just going to do it. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Working with you, I finally identified what it was. And it wasn't day one and it wasn't day two. It did take a year for me to identify truly what my why is. I knew what it was, I felt what it was, but I couldn't identify what it was. Doing this work helped me to imagine, and going into imagination and being okay and comfortable with knowing what I want, saying what I want, not being apologetic for what I want. It helped, but it was doing the work every day through reading it, through learning how to study. I didn't know how to study before. I knew how to study for an exam, but I didn't know how to study for life. This helped me to identify the part of me I felt missing. The way I spoke changed. The way I interacted with my family and friends changed. I let go of needing to control everything. Like we worked together for 2 years and I did the 1 year and I felt great after the 1 year, but I wanted that next year because that next year almost was like solidifying it for me. And I don't think it would have after the first year, because the first year was learning how to do it and I learned how to do it. The second year for me was implementing it and feeling like I had that support. These calls and tapping into a different energy, a different pace, a different support system to start off my day in that different energy. It was just next level. And it got me to bring the energy in rather than absorb the energy when I walked into a room. And that was the teaching that I had. What's my why? What am I bringing to the table? And what am I almost demanding is brought into that communication, that interaction that I had. Setting boundaries as well. It really is not just one thing that I got out of the morning practices, the group, the support. I've never cried in public, and I don't even know how many times I cried on these calls. These girls were like hearts all over, and I was like, this just doesn't happen unless it's a funeral. That just doesn't happen for me. It was comforting. It felt safe. To be honest, that was the reason why. These calls not only make you feel safe, but they let you feel safe that you can feel whatever it is you need to feel. And we all feel different things because we all have different goals. We all have different lives, right?